Hello and welcome everyone. You know what, when I was coming to US from India, I was confused about which Forex cards to apply for. Then once I landed in US, I was confused about which credit cards to apply for because you have plenty of options available here and you always get confused. Which one to apply for, which are those credit cards you're eligible for, and blah blah blah. There are a lot of other terminologies as well. For example, credit limit, annual maintenance charge, billing cycle, and then statement period, so on and so forth, right? A lot of confusion, a lot of terms that we haven't even heard of. In this video, I'm just going to cover all the basics of the credit card, which one you can apply for, what are the Forex card you can apply for. The video is going to be short but very informative, so stay tuned till the end of the video. Let's get started. Now, if you're from India, there are very limited options available for the Forex card. The one that I prefer is the Thomas Cook multi-currency Forex card or the Book My Forex card. Other options are any bank, any private bank like HDFC, ICICI, or PNB, or maybe IDFC. So these are the banks you can approach. One good thing about the Thomas Cook and the Book My Forex is they are going to give you the best exchange rates. When I say exchange rate, it means for every dollar you want, you'll get around 84 rupees. And let's say the current price is around 85 point something. That amount, the difference is going to be their commission. But if you go to the banks, they are going to give you around 83 or 84 rupees. Maybe you can get that rate as well. And you can always negotiate with either the banks or the Thomas Cook or the Book My Forex to get the best exchange rates. Now, these are the options, and I would say don't think too much about which Forex card to go for, because anyways you're not going to use it too much. The max you're going to use it for 2 months after coming to US, and then you'll transfer that amount to your US bank account, and you will mostly be using your credit cards, right? So don't think too much about like which one is the best. Just get any of them, whichever is easily available for you. If you have a Thomas Cook or Book My Forex nearby, just go there, give in your INRs, get your USD loaded in that Forex card, and that's it. If not, go to a bank, get your Forex card, and that's it. Don't think too much, just get any of the Forex card. That will be more than sufficient. Now, once you land in US, and I'm assuming if you're coming for PhD or Masters, you will have some sort of a campus job or TA-ship or RA-ship. Once you have that, you will get a SSN card, because then only you can apply for SSN card if you have an employment, right? So once you get your SSN card, then you can think of applying for credit cards here in US. Now, there is a term known as credit history or credit score, right? Since you are new in US, you don't have any credit history, you don't have any credit score. To understand what is credit score, think of it as a percentage that you get in your 10th or 12th, right? Higher the percentage means better the student is. That's the general metric. That's the same thing here. The credit score tells about how good of a person you are if a bank were to provide you a loan, or if a credit card company were to provide you a credit card, right? But you don't, since you are here for the first time in US, you don't have any credit history, you don't have any credit score, so there are very limited options available for you. But that is only after you get an SSN. So first step is get your SSN. As a student, when you don't have a credit score, there are very limited options available for you to get a credit card here in US. The most famous one is the Discover credit card. Now, the referral link to that credit card is in the description. That's my referral link that you can totally use, because you're gonna get $100, I'm gonna get $100. It's a free money, so let's not waste that. But if you have any friends here in US or family here in US, ask them to refer it so that you also get $100, they'll also get $100. Free money, right? Just take it. But there are other options available. For example, Chase also have their student credit card, which require no credit score. There's other options like Capital One as well, or Zolve as well. That's one of the popular ones. So these all are the options available. They must be other as well, but of course, you don't have to explore each one of them. Just go for the Discover credit card. That's the best one. Why I'm saying this? Because every single student who comes to US, most of the students, they go for the Discover credit card because that suits the best. Now let's talk about some basic terminology that you should know if you're getting a credit card. The very first is billing cycle. Now, what is billing cycle? It's usually a 30-day period in which you are allowed to spend a certain amount of money. That certain amount of money is credit limit, which usually can be $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $4,000, $8,000, $10,000, depending on which credit card you're applying for. Mostly, you're going to get around $1,000 to $2,000 as a beginner because you don't have any credit score. Nobody would want to risk too much of money for you. So yeah, that's the credit limit, right? Other term is annual maintenance charge. This AMC charge is charged annually for the maintenance of the card in your account. Discover do not have that AMC, but many of the expensive cards, for example Chase Sapphire Preferred, which I also have a $95 annual maintenance charge fee, right? You have to pay $95 in order for you to keep using that card, right? But the benefits that you get on credit card easily surpasses these AMC charges that I'll be covering maybe in some other video, because this video is going to get too long if I'll be covering those. But yeah, AMC is something that you should know. Another thing is APR, annual percentage rate. Now what happens is you get a 30-day period to spend some certain amount of money. Let's say you spent $1,500. Now you don't have $1,500 to pay them back. You only paid $1,000. You still have that $500 left to pay, right? You still have that $500 difference. What will happen is this $500 will go to the next billing cycle, like the next 30-day period, and then maybe you can pay it in the next billing cycle. But for the cards which do not have any APR charge, you will not be charged any interest on this $500. But if you have a card which do not have a 0% APR charge, you will be charged certain interest on that $500, and that is how the debt trap starts in the credit card. So as a general rule, let me tell you this. Once you get a credit card, now these are the two general rules that you always have to follow once you have a credit card, be it Discover, Chase Sapphire Preferred or any other premium card. These are the two general rules that's definitely going to help you increase your credit score and will also keep you out of the debt trap. The first is always keep your expenditure limit to 30 to 40% of the credit limit. For example, if it's $2,000, your credit limit is $2,000, never spend more than 30 to 40%, which translates to around $800 or $1,000. Once in a while, you can make it like $1,500. Let's say you got some unexpected expenses, that is fine, but don't make it too frequent, and always keep it within 30 to 40% of the credit limit. That's one. Second is always pay back to the company in full. So once your billing cycle ends, that is 30-day cycle, you get another 15 days buffer in which you'll have to pay them back, right? Either a minimum amount or the full amount. But I would say always pay them back in full within that buffer period, so that you don't fall into the debt trap, right? And this will also help to boost your credit score. Why boosting your credit score matters? Well, if your credit score is, let's say 700, 750, 760, then you can apply for all those premium cards that I was saying that we'll talk about later. But this is a general rule that you always should follow once you have a credit card, once you start this credit card journey. It's also going to be helpful for you if you're thinking of financing your car or financing your home. It's a good way to build your credit score and credit history while you're staying in US. Now, once you'll have your Discover credit card or any other credit card in the beginning, you consistently use that for maybe 6-7 months, and then you'll get your first credit score, right? Usually mine was around 680 or 690, but if you will keep it in 30 to 40% of expenditure limit, those two rules that I just explained, it's going to be around 700. And then you continue using the same card again for 6-4 months, the total period is going to be around 1 year. And after 1 year, you can start applying and start exploring other options as well. For example, Amex Blue card or Capital One or Chase Sapphire Freedom card. All these cards are available, but only if you have a good credit score. So to make that good credit score, follow those two rules and you'll be good to go. I applied for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is $95 annual maintenance charge. I applied it after 2 years of my stay in US, and my credit score was around 740. So yeah, and I also have a car loan, so I have that credit history as well, and I was paying my car EMIs on time. So that builds a good history for me as well, that I have never done a default or have not missed any EMIs or anything else, right? So that helped me get this Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Now you must say, why I'm paying $95 for such a card, right? Because the benefits that you get in these cards are amazing. For example, there was this offer when I purchased this card. There was this offer: if you spend $4,000 in 3 months, you'll get 60,000 points. Now, those 60,000 points that you're getting on your credit card translates to $600. Can you imagine? $600. So that's like I'm covered for the next 6 years, or I can use those 60,000 points to book flights to India or to any other place in US for a vacation, or maybe a hotel that I want to book, right? And the other benefits included in the Chase Sapphire Preferred is you get 5 times the point on flight bookings, 3 times the point on hotel bookings, 2 times the point on your restaurant expenditures. So these are all benefits, and don't worry, you'll be getting that on Discover as well, on other cards as well. But this is the benefit you get with the credit cards. So make sure you use of it. Make sure to use those benefits as well, and that's why I went with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. But just to give you a glimpse of what comes next after you have those basic cards without credit history, then some good cards, and then some ultra premium cards which I don't even have yet, like Amex Gold and all those cards, but there are plenty of options. But as a starter, this is what you have to do. Once get any Forex card from India, Once you land in US, get your SSN, apply for Discover credit card, use it for 8, 9, 10 months, then apply for Amex Blue, Capital One or any other Chase Freedom card. Once you get that, again use it for 5, 6 months, and then think of going for this premium card like Chase Sapphire Preferred, Amex Gold and all those, which usually will have $100 to $150 of annual maintenance fees, which is fine because the benefits are always going to surpass those annual maintenance charges. So that is it. Don't make it overcomplicated. This is very simple. It's just we were not aware of these terminologies, these facts. So I hope I made it a little simpler for you to get a hold of what is this credit card thing and which one to apply for. I just want to keep this video very short and informative. So that's it in today's video. See you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.